Oh yeah. Why is it that the second I go to start filming, there's some insane noise that has never existed prior to that moment? What is even up with that? All of a sudden there is this like tiny little tapping in my wall. It sounds like there's a creepy tiny little man in my wall just going, what the hell? Okay, so I'm drinking a Deloche Sauvignon Blanc. This is the Dancing Crow Vineyards Sauvignon Blanc 2021. Full transparency, I would rather be drinking red wine, but I'm just gonna spare you all the wine teeth because my teeth start getting purple real fast. Yeah, it's not cute. But you know what? Even in fall, a crisp Sauvignon Blanc still hits so good. Okay, this video is all about sales, baby. It is sale time. I don't know what happened, but I guess all the brands got together and decided they were gonna have their most amazing sales pretty much at the same time. First, I'm going to talk about the longest running sale, which is the Credo sale, and that goes through Monday. The Tatcha sale is going to follow that up, and that actually goes through Sunday. So that ends a little bit earlier. If you guys are new to my channel, I am an exclusively pro-choice influencer, which means that I only feature products from brands that are loudly and proudly in support of abortion rights. So you can be sure that every single product I'm talking about is going to be from a brand that is pro-choice. I keep a researched and updated pro-choice beauty brand list. It is always available to you on Instagram. You don't even need to have an Instagram account to access it. You can just go to my account. It's public, screenshot that list, and keep it with you at all times for easy access. First, I'm going to start with Credo, and I have chosen about a handful of brands and products from those brands that I think you don't want to miss out on. I am wearing a full face of like everything I'm talking about here today, so you can kind of see it in action. First, I'm gonna start with a brand that I feel like no one is talking about, and I feel like way more people need to know about, and this is Gen C. This is a newish brand. I think they came around in the last 1 to 2 years. Honestly, almost every single product they make, I'm a fan of, but I'm gonna start out with a newish discovery to me. These are their mixed media matte liquid eyeshadows, and this particular shade is Shroom. I am wearing this on my eyes today, and you guys, I freaking love this shade so much. You can see that I have sheared it out quite a bit, so it's very, very subtle, but this is buildable, so you could definitely go smokier with this. This is such a gorgeous formula. So that is what Shroom looks like. I'm gonna swatch it here for you. Like the way this just glides on, what? And that's just so much. Like that would be enough to get me through both eyes. And I can either use my finger or I can blend this out with a brush. I'm gonna be honest, it really doesn't matter. It looks gorgeous either way. Okay, so this swatch is like super high intensity, but you can see what it looks like blended out. Like, is that not just the most perfect kind of neutral to cool tone brown? Like this right here, it's so light, but if you're a person with fair to light skin, this is my ultimate just basic Mylid but better shade. This is called Linen. It just blurs and smooths my eyes so beautifully when I want that just naked eye look. And if you love a metallic, I mean, I just kind of have to pick and choose here because I'm not going to stand here and talk about like literally every single product they make. But I could because I love every single product, and the metallic shadows are just as beautiful. Like I highly recommend the shade First Light. This is her right here. Like just look at it in the container. It is just gleaming to the gods. Okay, so next I'm moving on to their mascara, and this was actually the first product of theirs that I fell head over heels for. This is their Spectator Sport Mascara, and what I love about this is that it's highly buildable. I love the wand because it gives me really, really fluffy lashes. And if you watch my channel, you know that one of the most important things to me with mascara is that I can build on it and it doesn't get super dry and clumpy and weird. That is this mascara. If you are looking for a just beautiful, natural, effortless, everyday mascara, I cannot recommend the Gen C Spectator Sport Mascara enough. Okay, so this is a brand spanking new release from Gen C. I think they sent these to me last week. These are their Cruise Liner eyeliners, and they are so glidey, they're so buttery. I will say the only thing is I do like an eye pencil that I can sharpen myself, so I can really like get in there and get a fine point. Other than that, these are gorgeous, and they have really, really fun shades that I have yet to try out. Today, I'm just wearing the shade Milano, which is an espresso, but look at the shade they came out with. This is called Provence for obvious reasons, because like, look at this beautiful lavender. What? Like, I cannot wait to use that as a fun accent on my eye. I think that'll be really fun and different. Let's take a drink, shall we? Shit, that's fresh. Then I have to move on to literally the only brow gel I have been using, point blank. This is the Gen C Arch Support, and I have it in the shade medium brown. Now, I will tell you, these run very pigmented. So medium brown is like dark brown. So I do go in with a light hand with this, but this is just my ideal brow shade right now, especially with my hair being its natural color. It's a little bit deeper. This is just right. And it's the only brow gel with a shade that hits just right so far that I found. This is a powder gel formula, so it does fill in your brows really, really beautifully. But again, I want to drive home, whatever shade you are, this is going to be like a little deeper than you think. And as for what I have on my lips, that is the Gen C Matte Pick Me Up lipsticks. I have two different shades of this, and I'm wearing a combination of the two. This first one I'm going to show you was a total hit when I used it in a video a few months back. This is the shade Margaret, and this is mostly what I have on my lips right now. This is sort of like a rosy nude, and it is just stunning. And then I went a little ombre, and I added this newer shade to me, which is called Toby. And I just went in and kind of like deepened it. It's a little berry action there. Guys, when I tell you, these are so velvety and so buttery. This, along with the Merit Signature lipsticks, are like my favorite lipsticks that dry down matte, but they feel so creamy and so comfortable. I also really love their packaging. It's just like super retro. It's really fun and eclectic and funky. Next, I want to move on to Ilia, and I have two products from Ilia I want to highlight. One of them is a product that I use every single time I do my makeup currently, and that is the Ilia Fade Into You Soft Focus Finishing Powder. Guys, this is such a beautiful blurring loose powder. It looks like you're not wearing powder, and it just blurs it in all the right places. I don't even know what else to say. The only thing I'll say about this is, yes, of course, I wish it was a pressed powder because I just like that delivery system better, but this formula is so beautiful. Just for comparison's sake, I'm gonna compare this to the Say Air Set. Now, this is totally outside of the realm of what we're talking about because Say is not a brand that's available at Credo. But if you've used the Say Air Set, that is like a really similar product because it's a very natural loose powder as well. But when comparing this to the Say, I would say this is a little bit more blurring and just a tad more mattifying than something like the Say Air Set. Just want my skin to kind of look perfected, like there's a little bit of a filter over it, and that's what this gives me. And I think this is a new release for Ilia. If it's not, it's at least new to me. These are their eyeshadow sticks, and this particular shade I want to talk about. This is the shade Opulent, and I love this because it is so creamy. Look at that in the light. Like, don't you just want to bite that? And literally today, all I did was I went in and just dabbed this into the corners of my eye and just quickly blended it out with a brush. You guys, it gave me like the perfect inner corner highlight. It's so easy. You can see like how easily that just glides on. Like the formula is just absolutely beautiful. Okay, so the next brand I'm gonna talk about is Tower 28, one of my favorite makeup brands. The reason I push this a little bit further back is because it's also available at Sephora. This isn't a brand that's just only available at Credo, so I guess you can take your pick about where you get your 20% off from. But what I will say about the Credo sale is there isn't like a tier system like Sephora. Like you don't have to be a certain tier to get 20% off, just everyone gets 20% off. So if you're a person who is like a lower tier, I hate to even like say it like that, it sounds so obnoxious, but a lower tier for the Sephora savings event, you might just want to get in on the Credo sale if you're going to buy any Tower 28 because you don't have to bother with any of that. Again, another brand that I could like go on and on about so many products, but I picked like my favorite products that I'm constantly reaching for right now. The first product I want to mention I do not have because I literally just ran out of this foundation a couple weeks ago, but this is the Tower 28 Sunny Days Foundation. Obviously, by the fact that I have run out of it, you can tell that it is one of my most used and most loved foundations. Like this is a holy grail foundation. It also has SPF. It also has been approved by the National Eczema Association. It's just a gorgeous, all around brilliant foundation. Moving on to one of Tower 28's newest releases, and this concealer can have its way with me, okay? This is the Swipe Concealer from Tower 28. As I said, I do not have my Tower 28 foundation, so instead, in lieu of that today, I actually just spot concealed with this today. So that's all I'm wearing is the Tower 28 concealer, and just like, look at how right that did me. One of my favorite things to do is to spot conceal, especially if you're having a really good skin day. Just go in, spot conceal with this. This is gonna take care of redness. That's one of the main things this is going to do. I don't know how else to explain it, but when you put it on, it almost, when it sets, it almost just flawlessly stretches over the skin and gives you this like very, very smooth quality to your skin. So this is a fantastic product to use on blemishes because not only does it take care of redness, it also is going to do a really nice job of kind of subtly smoothing over that blemish in a way that other concealers probably aren't capable of doing. If you do not own this concealer, this is a run, do not walk situation, whether, like I said, you get it at Credo or you get it on the Sephora sale. Just get it. And this mascara, this like Tower 28 had like a crazy year this year with the release of this. I think this was released in the last year, right? The release of this mascara as well as this concealer, like damn. This is what I have on my lashes today. I have absolutely no notes. This just gives me like my boldest, most defined, flirtiest, luscious lash. So if you're gonna compare it to something like the Gen C mascara, you're like, Kate, which one do I get? They're quite different actually. They're both similar in the sense that they're great formulas that are easily buildable, but this is kind of more of an everyday, like fluffy lash situation. And this I feel like is gonna give you a little bit more drama. So if you're into that, probably want to go with the Tower 28. This is such a beloved cream blush formula, and I feel like it's really fallen to the wayside for me just because Tower 20, it's unfortunate because Tower 28 I feel like was one of the first brands to really focus on like a cream blush formula, which is my beloved. So because of that, like Glossier and Tower 28 have kind of like fallen to the side, but that's honestly a crime because these blushes are so beautiful. They are meant for both your lips and your cheeks. They have so many shades of this Beach Please lip and cheek, but I wanted to highlight this shade, which I am like over the moon about. This is called Office Hours. This is what I have on my cheeks today, and this is like the perfect dewy mauve. I'm gonna swatch this for you right now. So that's what it looks like on my finger. That on your lips, I haven't even tried that, but get the hell out of town. And just do a little swatches on my wrist for you. That's what Office Hours looks like. Like my eyes are popping out of my head. And before I move on to skincare, the last brand I wanna mention that's, well, it's kind of like makeup / skincare hybrid, and that is In Beauty Project. My favorite product of In Beauty's is definitely their face glaze, but for some reason, I've looked several times on the Credo website and it looks like they don't sell the face glaze. But the other product I wanna talk about of theirs, which is new to me, and I carry one of these in my purse at all times. This is their lip glaze. It's a lip oil / gloss. I feel like I've almost become like a glossy lip aficionado between all the different formulas that I've been trying. This is the shade Pina Colada. I think they came out with this during summertime. Look at that fatty doe foot. I love this, and it has a little bit of tackiness, but just the right amount. You know what I'm saying? Like it hasn't gone overboard, it's not bothering me, and the grip this gives. Damn. The fact that this is called a glaze is just, they knocked it out of the park with that word because that's exactly what this is. It feels like I'm glazing my lips like a glazed donut. So my go-to lip glosses right now are those Say Glossy Bounces, obsessed, and then these lip glazes from In Beauty. The #1 pro-choice skincare brand I want to highlight from Credo is Human Race. And again, kind of like Gen C, I feel like this is a brand that like, I don't know, no one's talking about. At least I haven't heard anyone talking about Human Race. But this is Pharrell's skincare line. And talk about a celebrity, not just a celebrity, a male celebrity who actually got this right. These products are incredible. So I have his 3-piece set. This is sort of his go-to skincare regimen. It comes with a cleanser, an exfoliator, and a face cream, and every single one of these products is bomb. The rice cleanser kind of took me into a new realm of cleansing my face, if I'm being honest. I've really committed to like focusing more on my cleansers, and I really delved into actually like double cleansing every single day that I wear makeup. So I'll go in with a cleansing balm beforehand, and then I will finish with this rice cleanser. And this is just the perfect amount of gentle exfoliation for the skin on my face. This also has AHAs in it, which is going to smooth your skin chemically as well. So just overall, this I cannot say enough about. So this is the Lotus Enzyme Exfoliator, and I've used this a few times, but I will say, as a chronic exfoliator, someone who is, I realized I was definitely over exfoliating for some time. I kind of get enough of my exfoliation with the cleanser because it's so nice and gentle, but I will use his Lotus Enzyme Exfoliator like every couple weeks just to kind of get in there and do a more intensive physical exfoliant. And this damn humidifying cream from Human Race, like you can see, I'm almost maybe a little bit more than halfway through this. This is there to give you that incredible feeling of having humidity and how good that is for your skin without the heat. Can we get a round of applause for that? This has the most beautiful just satin finish. It's a very natural, hydrated feel. It's not going to give you like your dewiest skin ever, but when I tell you that this feels like literal silk going on my skin. Okay, first of all, I just want to say skincare is not gendered, right? Like we know that skincare applies to everyone. There's not skincare for women and skincare for men. But I will say this is kind of a great gift idea for anyone who you think might want to start a skincare regimen or a skincare lover, because I bet you they probably haven't tried Human Race. But I was kind of thinking if you're looking for a gift for your man for the holidays, this really simplifies skincare, and it's, like I said, it's incredible. Also, Pharrell's just cool as hell. Like he has Braille on his packaging. What? Love him so much. Just like I was talking about building my barrier and simplifying my skincare regimen for my face, the same is true for my body. And this has been my go-to body lotion for the last couple months. This is Necessaire's The Body Lotion. Again, it's super simple, super straightforward, but my God, has it given me just the most beautiful, smooth, hydrated skin. Okay, so moving on to the Tatcha sale. And again, 20% off site-wide. I think this only happens like once or twice a year with Tatcha. The only thing that is excluded from the Tatcha sale are sets. So kits and sets aren't included, but I just want to talk about some of my favorite Tatcha products because this is definitely the most like proper luxury skincare brand that I can't get enough of. So Tatcha was kind enough to send me like a box of some of my favorite products from them. So I'm gonna start off with that. In that box was the Luminous Dewy Skin Mist, and this is such a treat. This is my go-to skin mist right now, and it's very bougie because you know me, I get in there with a mist. It's next level. Like I use this in my skincare regimen, but also use this to kind of like go over my makeup with and kind of just like give it that melty look. Like I'm not wearing a highlighter right now. This is just the makeup I'm wearing with the Tatcha Dewy Skin Mist over it. So the next product I want to talk about is also in that dewy line. It is the Dewy Skin Cream. This is like my ideal winter skin cream. Like I just want to roll around in a bathtub of this. I have gone through at least 2 jars, if not 3, of the Dewy Skin Cream. And again, this is just something that if I can, I always want to have this on hand. While I don't have the Dewy Skin Cream on me right now, I have another one of my favorite creams, which is the Tatcha Indigo Overnight Repair. You guys, if you have any sort of issues with your skin, any redness, any skin barrier issues, skin sensitivity, anything like this, this lotion is going to blow you away. So this uses Japanese indigo, which is truly one of the most healing things you can put on your skin. This to me and tiger grass are like my go-to when my skin is just like super not having it. This is my 3rd or 4th jar of the Indigo Skin Cream, and again, just another beautiful, juicy, hydrating, thick cream that is specifically perfect for fall and winter for obvious reasons. But if you're a person who just craves hydration year-round, or you have dry skin, this might not be a seasonal thing. Honestly, like, I want to look like a glazed ham at all times, so I'm using Tatcha year round. I love this serum stick, and I take this with me every single time I travel anywhere. This is like my go-to serum. It's just such a brilliant product. I mean, it's also a great thing to have as a refresh. If you feel like you have some dryness in the day, like, I will literally throw this on my cuticles. This cleanser has become my new favorite. I know this isn't a new product, but this is the rice wash. This is the rice cleanser. So this is a pH neutral cleanser. It is a soft cream cleanser, and it has just a little bit of grit to it because of the rice, but it is so subtle. Like, if I have any blemishes, I'll usually get them like around my hairline, maybe around my chin. I know if I go in with this and I really focus on those areas, the next day they're gonna look so much better. I just love the way this feels on my skin. I love the way it smells, and I love the way it lathers. Okay, so that wraps up the sales, but before I go, I have to tell you guys, I got something very fabulous in the mail. So this last week I announced that I actually have my own collection with Merit Beauty, which I still can't get over. Their free gift with purchase right now is maybe one of the most incredible free gifts with purchase I've ever seen. This is going to ship for free with every single order of $100 or more. If you could reach through the screen and feel this bag, this is one of the most buttery feeling things I've ever experienced. It's also a head for scale, a pretty amazing size. It's a very substantial size. It's reversible, so you can turn it over and you can have this beautiful Merit blue. Like, is this not just the perfect clutch? It's the perfect size. It can be dressed up, it can be casual. Like, what more do you want? I'm obsessed. So just to reiterate, the Credo sale goes through Monday. The Tatcha sale is through Sunday. Everything I talked about here today is located down in my description box. Those are affiliate links, and if you shop through my links, it really helps support my channel, so I thank you in advance. You guys are the best. Please stay safe out there, and cheers till next time. Oh yeah.